Even divrei Torah, which means things of the mess, you can't say in front of him. You can't say, even though it's a mitzvah to help take care of the dead body. So Tosha says, in the 4 amos of the dead body, you're not even to talk about his thing. You have to go outside of the dead body 4 amos. How big is 4 amos, guys?
18 amos.
Okay.
6
Okay. So therefore, even the Russians, even outside of 8 amos, you can't. But we hold, like Tosfos, that out of 4 amos, you can do certain things. You talk about the thing of the mess. Now this you have to understand again. In front of the mess, what can you do? What can't you do? Well, in front of the mess, definitely you shouldn't talk Torah. Or should make in front of the mess. And what about things about the mess? We said there's a machlokes in the Gemara. Can you talk about the things of the mess or not? What about Mila Dialma, things have nothing to do with it? How you doing? You meet somebody at the grave. How you doing, Ruvain? Haven't seen you in 30 years. Well, how's the yeshiva doing? What's happening over there? Right in front of it in a graveyard. Or in front of a dead body. Like they have a funeral of somebody, and they're carrying the funeral, and everybody, thousands of people come to the funeral. There's a great rabbi died. You meet your friends from all yeshivas. What do you do? How you doing over there? What's cooking? And if you're in the Dalet Amos of the mess, 4 amos, and you're near the mess, well, surely you can't say. According to one view, you can't say Miliyama. Other people say outside, according to Tosa, after the 4 amos you can talk Miliyama. Torah you don't talk. Other people hold no. But outside, you can't say 4 amos. You can't say Torah. You can't say Torah. So therefore there's an argument, different views, and most likely when you go and there's a funeral, you're going according to the easier view where you can talk Mila de Alma and you can talk about the Riyamas. Now we have a very important piece. David HaMelech, we want to talk about the sleeping habits of David HaMelech. What was the sleeping habits of David HaMelech? What did he do? When did he sleep? How did he sleep?
1 hour. 5 hours.
What?
1 hour.
Not an hour, less than an hour. It's brought down in Shulchan Aruch. You know, it's brought down in Shulchan Aruch about David Hoya. This is in Shulchan Aruch Siman Dalet. David Hoya Nizo Shalishon Shitin Nishimi. Shishin. David made sure that he didn't sleep more than 60 breaths. 60. Kadesh lo yiton tami, so he wouldn't. But after 60 breaths, it's like tasting death. Okay, now I tell a story of a man named Edison, the man who invented the lights. Edison made a chart. He knew at a certain time when he has the low, he made a chart. And he knew exactly when he was down. If the body had to repair itself, it would rest a little bit. And they say, the yoga people say, what is the most important exercise? What? What? No. After you exercise, you have to rest. Any exercise, the most important part of exercise is after you exercise, you must rest. Because the body has to rejuvenate itself. What? He was a master. Avraham Avinu was a master of yoga. His heart did not beat until he told his heart to beat. He didn't lift his finger up until he told his finger to beat. He was a master of yoga. But that's pre-Abraham. No, because that's pre-Abraham. We are post-Sinai. We're in another world. That's pre-Abraham, my dear man. Yoga is pre-Abraham. That's elementary. That's what? Elementary, Watson. I say to you, Torah is to teach you how to speak. Of course, it's elementary. You know how to speak. Elementary, Watson. Tell you how to go to the bathroom. Elementary, Watson. No problem. You do it naturally. Of course, you should control every part of your body. But that's nothing to do with Judaism. That's pre-Judaism, pre-Abraham. Abraham is steps further, and Torah and Sinai is much further and further.
But is it good to know these things?
Of course it's good to know. Pre-Abraham, it's good. Yeah, of course.
Because there are so many yoga books.
Forget about yoga. You have to go to a master who will teach you how to do these things. Now, karate and and kung fu and all that stuff is a different story. We have guys here that have 5 habits of David HaMelech. Okay? So half of the night, David Palgul Havikoi, half of the night he would stay up. Me'urta Havikoi, from the night he would stay, Dechsiv Kidamti Banefesh Vashaveya. Umay Dahavin, so at night. Umay Dahavin Nefesh Urtuhu. How do we know that he got up at night? Because it says Nefesh B'erev Yom Berishon Laila Pelo. Okay. So Rabbi Yoshi Omar Rabbi Hochi Komar David. Me'ulum lo over alai chatzos Laila B'Shena. David HaMelech never, 12 o'clock at night or midnight, he never slept. What did he do? He never slept. At 12 o'clock at night. Rabbi Zera Omar at Chasal Hoya Misnamen Kusus. Until 12 o'clock, he was going like this, like a sus. I tell you, every second. Mikan ve'elach, from 12 o'clock, what do you do? Mizgaber kari, at 12 o'clock, and he became like a lion, a peak position. Okay? Rashi Omar Rashi said, until Chatzah, is Laila Hoyosik, but we learn Torah. Mikan ve'elach Shiur, and after 12 o'clock, what do we do? He would sing praises to God. So I was a young guy. I lived in Williamsburg, in Yeshiva. That's the time when David HaMelech say Tehillim and Tishbachos after 12 o'clock, with his mercy. But the first part of night, which is din, you don't say Tehillim. The first part of night, you'll see them. So I said, what happens if it's had a kash with his Gemara? What happens if it's emergency? It's emergency, it's allowed. But to say Tehillim Stam, we don't say the first part of the night. Only for sick people. And this is the Gemara from it. But the first part of the night, what can you do? Learn Torah. What about learning Torah later? Vada, you can learn Torah later. And we're going to learn right away in a minute that learning Torah at night has a special segula. Learning Torah at night is a special thing.
We can learn between 12 and 1 o'clock.
If you mavatal Torah at night, you get punished. It says the night was only created to learn Torah. I want to explain that a little bit. And if you learn Torah at night with all your strength, mavatal gzeros, it removes the Gemara Yuma Dan Zayin, it removes decrees. If someone's a say you're not getting married and there's a decree against you, somehow everything you do doesn't work. So one of the things is you get up at night and you learn Torah with all your strength, and it removes gzeros. There's other ways of removing gzeros. If you bring me boys who are bali tshuva, even if there's a gzer against guy for 70 years, and this boy you bring me will study to become a Talmid Chacham, it breaks all gzeros. I went to a palm reader. You see over here what these? These are my merits. He says he wanted to buy my merits. Yeah, he wanted to buy all my merits. A palm reader.
You know that's it. Got a palm readers.
What?
It's against the Torah.
Now, this guy is Meshizov, a big tzaddik. Okay. I went to this guy, not a palm reader, he's really a tzaddik, and he looked at my hand. He wanted to buy all my good deeds. He said, "What do you do, Rabbi?" I said, "Listen, I take people, I make them do tshuva, and I make them to be rabbis, Talmidei Chachamim." He says, "Wow," he says. That's one of the, he showed me the Gemara in Brachos. I said, right away, we'll see it soon. That if you take a guy, and you make him, who does not learn it, but you make him be a Talmid Chacham, it uses the decree against for 70 years, it breaks it. You want to get, you bring me, why? Because not here, bud. Not here. No, I don't want it. I'll tell you what. When you buy stocks are low, right? You buy. When he gets high, you get rewarded. You get double your money. So when you bring me a boy that's down and out and low, and he learns Torah, I get rewarded when the stocks go up. That's what happens. That's why it breaks the exam. So you bring guys that learn Torah, and you make them put energy into learning Torah. So what happens then? The stocks go up and you win. So let's say so now there's a way. You can learn Torah, and you bring me guys that learn Torah, who want to learn, we bring them learn Torah, so then you get your reward and also get part of their reward. When you make food for the boys, you get part of the mitzvah of them learning Torah. That's a merit for you. Later on, when you have children, and you want a merit for your children, say, look, God, I fed Talmidei Chacham, I fed boys to learn Torah, I want to get rewarded. Help my children. Just like I help other people's children, I want to help my children. That's what I do. Simple story.
What I do with the chamber? Does it only work for the deaf or what?
No. You bring money to the yeshiva, and that money supports the yeshiva. So by you bringing in money for the yeshiva, so that helps. So and also you make a kiddush Hashem, but you being nice to people and talking nicely, and people know about it, so they know there's a God in the world, and the Almighty kicked us out of Israel. We have to do tshuva. This is what the result is, and all these things. I got to tell you what to say. They will tell you what to say. And therefore, you bring a dignity of God in the world. You get rewarded. And also, you bring money for the yeshiva, you get rewarded. That's all. Simple as that. And you get merit. Yes.
We're having marriage at 8 o'clock.
What time?
8 o'clock.
That's good. So we're going to learn the Gemara, right?
Yeah, the kitchen closes at 8:30. So we do that.
At 8:30?
Yeah.
At 8:30?
Closes.
Okay, so we'll tell them to stay long. We got to learn Gemara. I'm here to teach you. I want to finish the piece here. I really want to get to the next piece. The next piece is what I really want to talk about. But we learn from here that you say Shiur Tishbachos from the middle of the night on. Neshef Urtahu, what do you say Neshef is what? Night. V'hoa Neshef Tzafra, we find the pasuk that says Neshef is the day. Everything we say, we got to prove it. Otherwise, if it's not true, it has to fit into the realities. If it's true, it has to stand up. The Sevaya came, David HaNeshef Ad Erev L'March Masam. My love, Tzafra Ad Erev means the day till the night. No, it means from night to night. Murtarut. Yihochi Lichtoi, HaNeshef Ad HaNeshef Ad Erev. Marava, Trey Nishvei Habe, Nishvei Leila Voti. Imama Nishvei Imama Asi Leila. Neshef doesn't mean day or night, it means quick. Because it's quick, from day turns quickly to night, and night quickly turns from the day. Now we're up to a very important piece we'll get involved with. This is the piece we really wanted to teach today. David Mihavayoda Palga de Leila Amos. David, did he know? We said that David Melech got up when? At 12 o'clock at night. When did David get up? Chatzos halayla. When did David get up? Middle of 12 o'clock at night. Okay? So the Gemara is, how did he know to get up at 12 o'clock at night? That's the Gemara's question. What do you want to say, Melech?
Me?
Yeah. How did David Melech know it's 12 o'clock at night? Do you have an alarm clock?
You had these chimes that rang, the wind blew these chimes.
Okay, we're going to learn. That's what we're going to learn right now. How did David know to get up at 12 o'clock at night? How did he know? Hashta Moshe Rabbeinu lo have yoda. Moshe Rabbeinu didn't know. Kechatzos lailo ani yoytzi b'terech Mitzrayim. My kechatzos. In other words, Moshe Rabbeinu said, and God is going to destroy the firstborn kechatzos, like midnight. So I say like midnight. I say exactly midnight, because Moshe, we'll see right away. I'm going to be back in 1 minute. I have to tell somebody something. We're going to go to this piece here. Don't disappear. Melech got up in the middle of the night. So how did he know it was the middle of the night? How did David and Melech know it was the middle of the night?
Got to be careful with this
Yeah,
cord.
one with the code. I'm careful with the code.
Rabbi, can I put him here next to this?
Okay, so I'll move over a little bit. Move a little more. Okay, good. Okay. Well, okay, the middle of the night. So Moshe, who didn't know the middle of the night, because he said, Kechat, like the middle. So how come he said the middle? How come David said middle when Moshe said like the middle? So what is kechatzos? How come God said it? If God said it, how could he? What happened? God told him. So who said kechatzos? God can't say it. Process of elimination, because God knows exactly. So when God said kechatzos, Moshe changed that kechatzos because he wasn't sure. Al misfakale. David, how did David HaMelech know If Moshe didn't know, who was smart, how can David know? David Simona Havale. David had a sign. Doma Ravacha Bar Zimon Rav Shimon Chisda. Kino Hoya Toli Lamala Mitasha Shel David. Kino had what? Doma had what? A harp on top of his bed. Came when Shiga Chatzois Laila, was the middle of the night. Bo Ruach Tzvodas, a northern wind came. With no Sheves boy, Umnagino. It would play by itself. Da-da. Imagine Bill not sleeping, he hears the music. The music says what? What's your first name? Yerach. Oh, you got that. Yerach Mikel. Hashem should have mercy on you. We have to pray tonight for Yerachmiel. We're going to make a Misha Berach. For a Choyle Mesukon, a sick man, and his soul is sick like hell. He's falling into the pit of hell. We got to say Tillim for him tonight to save his soul from Gehenna, of Titus of money. That's right. We're going to say Tillim for you tonight. Yerachmiel ben what?
Yerachmiel ben Yosef.
Ben Yosef. We got to pray that he loses his job and he doesn't get the place and he comes back to learn Torah. And he doesn't have any money and we're not going to even give him money as to come to the doors to learn Torah. We got to give him a spell of his soul.
Nice man.
That's what we got to do. That's what we got to do. And the wind blew from the north, it blew on the harp of King David, and it played by itself. And that means that in the middle of the night, you put up a harp. My guys used to put up a harp. I have a special harp. I have a harp. There's this guy who was a guru, where 100,000 people used to worship him in India. He came to the Yeshiva, and Ila blew. Right away he got up and achon until it got early morning. So here's a different version. When he got up, he learned Torah. The other text says what? He learned Torah till the middle of the night, and then on he said Tehillim, as I told you, Tehillim is only milah because it's Rahman. It's the beginning of the night, you don't say it. You only listen for sick people like Yerachmiel ben Yosef. What's your mother's name? Bluma. Yerachmiel ben Bluma needs Rahmanas for his neshama. It's going to hell. Had to clean it up. His mother Bluma and needs Rahmanas. His son is going the wrong way. He learned Torah. What did he do? When this text he learned Torah till the morning. Even Sholom and Ashachar, the sins came one nichel chach Yisrael etzlo v'amaloy. Adonenu hamela. Am Yisrael tzrichim parnosa. How are you going to make a living?
Am Yisrael tzrich parnosa.
Am Yisrael, yeah.
Am Yisrael.
Omalahem. Luchu is parnosem and go and make money one from another. Omalai, come on. It doesn't come by itself. Go to war.
So I'll join the army.
The Jewish army that's learning Torah to be the soldiers of God. In order to go to war, you have to ask, there's a reason for war. You got to ask the Sanhedrin. If it's a Milchemes mitzvah, you don't have to ask the Sanhedrin. If it's Milchemes Shush, you have to ask the Sanhedrin. Why? Because when you go to war, you have to force the people to go to war. So for the first three, you have to ask the Sanhedrin to force the people to go to war. In the case somebody attacks you. Or you got to get part of Eretz Yisrael, which is part of the rule. Then Sholem Bum Metumim, then yes, Bum Metumim. Rabbi Yossi, my court, except Achri Teifel Benoy Ben Yehuda V'Avisa Bar Sar Malch Yehuda. Achri Teifel said, Yoei Tzvachin Oimat Saskoifa Sheyot B'Hem Ahem Shal Ish B'Dvar Alehem. Elokim. V'nai Ben Yehuda says Sanhedrin Avisa Zelu V'Tunim. V'chein Hu Oime Avisa Okay Avisa V'Loma Nikwa Shmam Kreisi places Kreisi Shekarsim Divrei places Shemufloim B'Divrei. Bach Kach Sartzol V'Merachim. First you go to the Sanhedrin, then you go to Urim V'Tumim, and then you go to the army to do the work. Now, yes.
So what about Zebulun and Issachar?
What?
Zebulun and Issachar.
I can't hear what? What? I spoke against kings and I wasn't afraid. Halacha is why we going to be, because he embarrassed David halacha, and a rabbi is permitted to embarrass a student in halacha. You're allowed to do it if it will come to toelas. Maybe something will go into your heart. Maybe something will go into your heart. You do tshuva. We got to pray tonight that he loses the job, he loses his money, and he comes definitely, and he'll come back to yeshiva learning Torah, And he'll knock on the door and we'll say, come. And he said, what about the money you promised? Yeah, that good. Then you had the opportunity then. Now you better sit and learn. And Hashem should help you just to sit and learn. That's all. Therefore, he had a full heart. Kilev. V'amar Rabbi Yochanan lo kilev shme ela Daniel shmo Mlomnik or shmo kilev. Shohaya machlim b'nei miboshos ba'alocha. V'olav akosovim b'chochma b'ni im chochem libech esmach li v'gam moni. V'em chacham b'nita. In other words, if you learn Torah, God will be happy in your parents. How do you make your mother and father alive? How are you going to make them happy?
By getting panos and stuff.
Rav Chaim Halevi, they came to say, why don't you yeshiva bachim? Since there were many rabbis in the Gemara who also did physical work. There was a shoemaker, and this guy did this and that. So why don't yeshiva boys also go and make money? Become lawyers and doctors. Wow, what a wonderful idea. What a wonderful idea. Then all lawyers come and learn Torah. Then all business people learn Torah. Just the opposite. There's a chiyuv to learn Torah day and night. There's no way freeing a man from learning Torah. And in 1997, we're living through 1998, there's enough money around to support guys to learn Torah in kollels and in yeshivas all their life. And for $300, you don't prostitute yourself as a prostitute, as a hua, and sell your soul down the drain. You know, no way. Rely on
Somebody
God.
works in the hospital as a nurse or something like this to help other people to become healthy.
That is wrong. If he's a Jew, Rambam says clearly, your job is to learn Torah. Let the goyim be, the non-Jews be the doctors and the lawyers, not the Jews. Says clearly. And the Jews will all learn Torah. The goyim will support, and that's what's happening today. A lot of the money from Israel comes from America, from all the billions of dollars, comes from other people, the working Jews, the working people who are prostrating themselves for money. They get rid of their guilt, they give money to yeshivas.
This is a simple question, an honest question. Okay? Chilul Hashem is one of the worst sunnot we can do, right?
Chil Hashem.
Right. Chas v'chalila.
You don't learn Torah, you're machal Hashem in the world. Here's a guy who has a brain, he has a body, he doesn't learn Torah, it's the worst Chil Hashem in the world.
Okay.
That's
But
right?
let me
Okay, I'll go
finish.
further.
We're sitting and getting $3 billion from America.
Yeah,
Okay?
yeah,
Those goyim are paying taxes, and they're saying, because of those Jews, I've got to pay hard taxes.
right.
Isn't that Chilul Hashem?
No way. Because they know, the Goyim know, and listen carefully, they know that all the world is being blessed from Israel. And therefore, when they support Israel and they're learning Torah, they get blessed and they get benefit. The problem why they're cursing us is because the people in Israel are not learning the Torah. And they're giving the money and they're not getting the benefits of the spirituality. So they're giving the money to Israel, and Israel's not giving back the Torah and protecting them. And the rain and all the things come from the blessings of the Jews, because the Jews is the center. And therefore they curse us because we're not learning. We're not taking their money and learning the Torah. We're taking the money and supporting huas in Tel Aviv and all kinds of problems. People are fighting religion and God and the court system, doing all these terrible things. That's the problem. That's why they complain. But if we all learn Torah, they'd be all thrilled and happy. 100%.
It says that if you check your properties every day, then you'll find a gold coin.
Yeah.
And he said, my father was even more strict. He would check his properties twice a day.
Yeah.
I only check them once a day.
Yeah.
And then another rabbi says the same thing. He says he checked his properties every day. He did find his gold. What happened? He found that there was a pipe that was running. Had he not found it, would have flooded it and destroyed all his crops.
Well, I'm going to answer you the question. We're talking about somebody who has property. Once God gives you a gift of property, you have to protect it. You're not supposed to throw it away. We're talking about going out to work to get property. That you're not allowed to do. If you're blessed with property, whatever you're blessed with, you got to take care of. God gives you a good head, you got to take care of it. Gives you a healthy body, you got to take care of it. Your job is to take care of the gifts that God gives you. But to go out of your way and start working to make money and to have the properties, that's wrong.
I have a
So when you
question.
get married, how are you going to support a family?
You come to this yeshiva, we have a house for you, a free house for you on Meitzah. Learning the kollel, you get supported if you want. If you're that type of guy, and we see you really learning, people will support you. That's a simple story.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Is it not written in the Torah what Israel, Levi, and Cohen has to do? that Israel has the land, works in the field, and Levi stays in the city, keep the houses, and works also in the Beit HaMikdash, and Cohen works in the Beit HaMikdash. Is there's not a reglement? And is it not bad that the Goyim say, because of this fucking Jews, it's what you say, I listen to this every day. Because of this, I have to pay so many taxes, and for this, they come the next Jew in the face. And if they don't, even because the Jews doesn't practice in the Torah, we don't care about this because they say they don't want to practice in the Torah. This is what the Goyim think. And I think that with Jews, we don't need the Goyim. We don't need them. And if we make it like this, like God said it, Israel, Levi, Cohen, then Israel we get a support, Levi and Cohen, like it has to be. I don't like that he sits here. I want that that we go down or build up the Beit HaMikdash, that we make everything ready, that Moshiach can come.
You want me to explain it? The Rambam says clearly.
He was not Moshiach.
The Rambam says clearly that any Jew can dedicate himself with all his heart, and the Almighty will support him. It says clearly in the end of Rambam Hilchos Yovel, and David Hilchos Shemitah Yovel says that. If you will dedicate yourself totally to God and say, "Here I am, God," you get supported. But we'll leave off and we'll sing a song. Rabbi Nechunya ben Akana Omer. Everybody. Rabbi Nechunya ben Akana Omer. Rabbi Nechunya ben Akana. See this Chunya Omer? I want to say him. Kol HaMekabel Olav Oil Torah. Kol HaMekabel Olav. Mavir Imenu Ol Malchus V'Ol Derech Eretz. He doesn't have to work. V'chol HaPorek Imenu Ol Torah. V'chol HaPorek. Anyone who gives up Torah, the yoke of Torah, Nostim Olav Ol Malchus V'Ol Derech Eretz. Why does he have to work? Because he's Perish a Mishnah, which is Aloch L'Moshe Sinai. Why this bum is working? Because he removed the yoke of Torah upon himself. Adia, this bum, Rachmiel ben Bluma, is a bum, unless he does tshuva.
Hashem doesn't need us a prayer.
He doesn't need a prayer, but this guy, it says clearly in Pirkei Avos, it says.
Holiness.
You believe in the Torah? No! You don't practice it. You're just a bunch of hot air, faker. You're a phony. That's what it all is about. What it says, why did Rabbi Goldstein believe in success? Because I believe what it says, I believe it, and I follow it. I put my life on it. That's the difference between me and this yeshiva, many yeshivas. What it says, I believe. Most people say and don't believe and do otherwise. Echad balev, echad bepeh. Shalom aleichem. Echad balev, echad bepeh. Okay. You better do tshuva, I'm telling you. We're going to promise tonight, believe that, you'll see. I'm going to say to them, especially if you're they should lose the money, and don't get the job, have trouble with the job, and make sure he has troubles, and all kinds of problems. He should come back to learn old Torah. That's all. That's all. Do
you know what problems I've had in my life?
You'll have more problems.
And do you know why I want to do
my
this?
words,
Do you know why I want to do this?
the words of the rabbis, you just really, it says clearly, is like a scorpion that bites. And there's no truth. There's no cure for this. I'm telling you, there's no cure unless your father and grandfather are really big Talmidei Chacham. I'm telling you, you gotta makabel ultra, get rid of all that junk, get rid of your lousy ideas, and sit and say, "Here I am, God, and learn Torah Yom V'Layla. I don't have to worry about nothing. The Lord will be taken care of." And you'll find a job to work, you make money. Nobody starves in Israel. You don't believe it, right?
Rabbi, I have a question.
I don't know nobody's starving, but I got a purpose in life that I have to fulfill it.
The first life's to earn money, and to roll computers. Come on, Botzer.
I've got a dream. See?
Who cares about your dream? Your dream is bull stories. It depends how you interpret the dream. All dreams, Gemara Brachas tells you, it tells upon the interpretation. If the interpretation is good, there's a Abaye and Rava. And one gave money to the guy who gave the dreams and one didn't. The guy gave the money, he said the dream was good.
My dream?
No. I will only look bad at the dream.
No, because it's not a bad dream, because you don't understand, that's why. I mean, you said here...
Who cares about a dream? I don't care about dreams, I only care one thing. Learn Torah, not learn Torah.
Do you want a yeshiva to fall?
My yeshiva,
No,
as long as I learn Torah, the yeshiva goes on, because God guarantees Torah will never be lost among the Jewish nation. As long as I learn Torah and people learn Torah, it continues. That's all. With me, without me, I learn Torah.
Story.
Please.
2 minute story.
Oh, yeah. Okay, we have 2 minutes.
I have to
2 minutes! Come on.
I had a rabbi.
You had a rabbi.
His name was Rabbi Raphael Marcus
Rabbi Marcus, good.
from Toronto.
From Toronto, good.
I went through whatever I went through, and I lost everything I had. $3 million plus everything.
Yeah.
Dirty jeans, a t-shirt, and then
Good,
shaved.
good.
This man took me in
Yeah,
and took me on his auspices and taught me. Monday and Wednesday night I learned with him.
that's right.
Okay? He gave me everything that I wanted to get back, him and Rabbi Bruma.
Thank
And I won't say a neder, but I said to myself, please God, when I get back on my feet,
Yeah.
I want to open up a yeshiva under his name. And that's my dream.
That's a crazy dream.
It's a crazy dream. but I
Sit
think
down and
I've got
learn
it.
Torah yourself.
I made money before.
Nah,
I'll do it again
come
and I'll
on,
do it
come on,
again.
come on, come on. Of course, I don't believe I say you don't make money. Come
But I'll do
on.
it again and I'll
Come
do
on,
it.
come
And
on.
I'll
I have a
do
serious question.
So what, so what, so
I have a
what?
serious
Look,
question.
look. First of all, let me tell you. That dream is a cop-out man dream, which says, I'm not going to learn Torah, I'll help somebody else learn Torah.
I'm going to learn with him. Because my friend
You'll
Danny
learn
won't help
nothing
with
with
the two of
it. Already by the time you make all that money, my dear man. Look, I know guys that made money. I have one friend of mine who's helping Yeshiva, promised $1 million to Yeshiva. I can't mention his name. He has today $1 billion. Good? So my brother took his son and bar mitzvah his son. Good. He has his own airplane, no phone. Okay. The guy's a very rich man, a billionaire. Promised $1 million. See, if I build a building, give me $1 million. Good? Now, he said to my brother, my brother, is hoping that his son, who he's taught bar mitzvah, one day will inherit the money. So listen, I killed my brother. This is the rich man who made it. I killed my brother for the business. When business, I killed my brother. I grabbed him and I killed my brother. So how can I give my business? I killed my brother. Tell my son who's going to dissipate all the money. So I got to make sure my business will continue. I got to select the right man. And for my son, I have a foundation. He's a jerk, a dope. I have a foundation for him to get going. Okay. So what does he do? He has a foundation for his son. Okay. To continue. My dear man, let me tell you the story. To make money, there's a lot of ways of making money. People make money killing their brothers. I have another guy in Yeshiva. A few minutes. Yeah, I'm going to done, but a few minutes. I have another guy. Two brothers in the business. I can't tell you, but I know the business. This guy, who is the guy who did the business, gives me money every year for the yeshiva. Anyway, so what did he do? They're in this business, and the brother has to sign the papers. His brother signs the papers. So he goes to his brother.
You don't want it on tape?
You're gonna be on tape too. The guy, brother goes. So he has all these papers. He signed the papers. He signs one paper. It doesn't look like. And one of the papers said, "I'm giving all the business to you, my other brother, and I have no rights, nothing except certain. He has to show legally certain things he's going to get." Okay, the brother already had his brother A makes brother B because he has all these things to sign, and he already signed it. About 5 years later, he hides a document. My lady goes to court. I want the business. Kicks his brother out of the business. Okay. Now he's an older guy. This one who kicked his other brother out. You know what I mean? He made his money. And he has a little guilt feeling, so he gives a little money to the yeshiva and guilt money. He got sick, he got this disease, that disease, all that disease. I know the story, he knows this. What?
They have the
Now.
question the whole time already.
No, listen. To make money is not easy. To make honest money is much harder. You see? To make money that Shomer Shabbos, honest money, to support a yeshiva is even 10 times harder. Because why should the Yetzer Hara give you money to support Torah? When he'll give you money for your lust, to go to Las Vegas, to spend, listen.
Don't do those
Forget about what you do. I'm asking you, why should the Yetzer Hara give you money? Because you make a Tanai, I'll get money, I'll give my money to support Yeshiva. Every guy, a lot of guys buy lotteries, 10 million check, 10 million this, and they say, if I get money, I'll give 10%, 20% to the Yeshiva. I say, come on, both stories. They want the money for their loss, and they come on. They'll give all the money. Come on, that doesn't work. That doesn't work. I don't know anybody that got rich having that in mind. have people getting rich because they want to make the money.
Oh, maybe
And when they made the money,
The thing for
and
me
they have
to
all
get
guilt
rich, not
complexes, and they
something,
want to pay off for their sins and their bad deeds. They killed their mother and their brothers and sisters, and they stole this guy, and they stepped on this guy and killed that guy, and they ruined this guy's business all for money, and all that stuff. And then they get older, they want to do a little tshuva, so then they put their plaque up here, their name here, and they talk here, this and that. But he knows down deep he's a bum, no good. He's buying good deeds with his money. Very few people make money where you. Now, I don't say you can't make money, you won't make money. That I don't care. But the cheshbon is you got to learn yourself, and then learn yourself. If you want to, if that dream wants to come true, very simple. Go out and buy a lottery. You have 3 million, 10 million shekels. There's 3 million some odd dollars clear, and take the 3 million and send it to your rabbi.
That's what I want to do.
So I tell you what to do. You sit and learn and spend 17 shekels. How much costs the lottery? 18 shekels. If your dream comes when God wants it to happen, that's what will happen.
Now my question is,
Right in?
I know that Hashem doesn't need us at davening. Hashem doesn't need us learning everything. We do it now. He needs it. It's holiness. So my question is, Hashem give us the right to decide self what we want to do. He give us the right to decide self. See the Mount Sinai, where you take the right to tell him.